All right, all right, all right. Let's see what we got here. Um, what screen am I on? Well, hopefully y'all had a good weekend coming into the start of this month, and things are looking to get busy. I saw Nvidia do a little split. I was very surprised. I was like, wait a minute, is Nvidia actually $100? That's crazy. It was just like 1,200. Let's see what we got here. Thumbs, boom, boom, and I'll put that there. But I'm not going to get super aggressive on Nvidia anyway. I'm kind of going to give it some time since it has dropped so much during that split. I was thinking about the dilution on it, and you know how it's going to make it even. It's going to take even more money to move that thing now. And so I was just thinking about all of that. Let's jump over here to this section, and my scans for today, I see GameStop up there still, doing its thing. I kind of started doing a little rotation. First, I look at where the volume is, where people are looking, and then I look at the percent gainers to see where attention could shift to. So for now, we got Game. I'm gonna throw that up there. We got Nvidia, which is now under 120. Gilead, not as interesting, only 2 million shares traded, but we'll definitely have those two up there. And let's see, let's go ahead and filter by this. So we got Boyle. We'll look through these and see what's up. I'll see if Gaming or Nvidia have any follow-up news from last week after that big dump on Game. LUV, crowd still moving up. And as for everything above $5, that's what I'm seeing. You may see some lower things that are down under. If you do, you can throw them in the chat and we can check those out as well. PERI dropped 28%, but it does not pay a dividend, so I don't care. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so let's go ahead and look through these. So we'll go to switch screen, switch domain. Okay, so let's start with GME. What's your news on this morning? GameStop discloses first quarter 2024 results. Okay, so that was 3 days ago. Interesting. So they're probably still kind of upside down because of their roaring Skittles. Roaring Kitty stream, and how he kind of I don't even know why people were watching his stream. I don't know if he owns like a large portion of GameStop or something like that, or if he's like I don't really know why he was so influential on GameStop, but I'm like, oh, okay. There's some guy that is apparently diamond handing GameStop that people are waiting. Like, anything that he said, what was it going to change about GameStop? Like, he's not presenting earnings. He's not, I don't even understand it. So I wasn't too interested in all of that. I saw in several groups, hey, we're going to watch the live stream. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do some work. But yeah, it seems like GameStop did not do well closing last week because of sentiment changes due to that live stream. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I was looking at GameStop. Next one is Nvidia. NVIDIA enables real-time healthcare, industrial and scientific AI. Okay, we had read this before a couple days ago. They did not put that split out there big and bold, though. I don't see it, but it definitely split. Let's go to the next one. What is boil? I don't want boil. That's a 2x direction. Let's go to love. LUV. Southwest Airlines was up a little bit. Let's see what it's talking about. Elliott sends letter and presentation to the board of Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines ranked top airline on on Forbes America's Best Employers for Veterans list. Southwest Airlines ranks first in customer satisfaction among economy class passengers by JD Power. Let's see. Bring your +1 every time. Fly Southwest Airlines round trip to and or from Hawaii this summer and earn a coveted promotional companion pass for fall travel. Southwest Airlines to seek DOT approval for daily nonstop service between Washington National Airport and Las Vegas. They do have a dividend in there. Showcasing heart for people and planet. Southwest reports annual progress in sustainability. So they got some sprinkles of good news. That's kind of like what I like to see on some of these stocks. Just sprinkles of good news. You don't have to have, back-to-back hitters, but sprinkles of good news. Because a lot of people buy the rumor and they sell the news. So I'll keep that one on watch. Let me go and look at what crowd is doing here. CRWD. All right, 2 days ago, KKR, Crowd Holdings, and GoDaddy set to join S&P 500. Others to join S&P Mid Cap 400 and S&P Small Cap 600. CrowdStrike wins most categories of any vendor at SC Awards Europe 2024. CrowdStrike named a leader. And here's another stock that just has sprinkles of good news, right? Now, it has been going up for a while. I don't know what it's going to do here on Monday morning. Let's jump out to the larger time frames on these. CrowdStrike has had quite a bit of a run up from 100 all the way to 350. And it's going to be opening at 369. So it actually broke this high, all-time highs here. So all-time highs were 364 and has gapped above that up to 369. So about $5 above that high. On the weekly chart, same sentiment. I think the monthly chart is going to be the most powerful for a comeback point. It was going to come and test back to 365 or whatnot today. Let's see. Daily chart, same deal. I mean, the monthly pretty much tells it all. That gap up over that new high. We'll watch that one. And then love. Let's see. This is Southwest Airlines. Went up to 66 bucks. It's been trading for a long time. Closed last week 27.75, and now today it had went up to touch 30.43. So right above this little level here, 30. We'll just mark the $30. Right above the 30, and now it's back below this level. But it has those sprinkles of good news. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Just sprinkles of good news. Everything else, I didn't see too much catalyst on GameStop or NVIDIA. So I don't know how those are going to hold up. But, if I'm going to be interested in anything, I'll be interested in either LUV or Crowd. And I'll see how they open up. Now, Crowd is a little bit light on their volume, though, with not even 1 million shares on the board here. Let's jump over here to the scans. Little light there. It is a large cap though. Beta is almost one in the beta. Love has 1.14, so it's gonna follow the market a little bit closer than Crowd. So we'll see. Where is the market right now? So right now the SPY had a little run up, bounced off of this 532, came back up to 533, and now came back down to 533s and is sitting. So let's see what happens from there. 533, 530. Interesting. But yeah, if you guys see anything else that you guys want me to check out, definitely pop it into the chat, and we'll check those out. Perry, Cole, Palantir, TNA. The other thing that I definitely focus on, especially starting off the day, is what has the range to move really big. So looking at CrowdStrike, it's got a $14 ATR. Whether it goes up or down, it has a potential to make pretty good range. GameStop, same thing, $7.50 ATR. Lot of volume behind it, so whether it goes up or down, it has the potential to go a long way. Let's see, we got a couple of $1 ATRs, which aren't bad. But yeah, if we see something in small cap, usually on Mondays, small caps just don't go well for me. I've seen though that large caps and mid caps, I do make a little bit of profit on Mondays, so I've kind of been supplementing those out. A lot of times on Mondays with the small caps, they end up they're up and they're up a lot, and then they'll just crash. But right now, I'm not seeing anything over not no small caps over $5. So it may be some lower though that I'm not seeing just right now. I see cold here, KOLD. It's got a little bit lower outstanding share size, so it's probably got a smaller float, but it is red on the day, so not too interested in that. Let's see. We also have TMF. Let's go up here to some of the greens. I'm just not seeing anything that's green and kind of on the move up in the small caps. QID, trash. So yeah, we'll watch. We'll see. We got about 12 minutes to the, or not 12 minutes. It's about 12 minutes after 8. And we got about 17 minutes, 17, 18 minutes until the open. I'm going to check out some of these sites and see what kind of news is available to us real quick. Move this over here. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Um, Good morning, good morning. Slow, low cap scan today. Yeah, yeah, I see. Usually on Mondays, if something's gonna go crazy, it's gonna go crazy early and kind of put out that news. But you know, Nvidia really stole the show in pre-market with that big gap down to 120. I know some people will just jump on that and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this," but you gotta think about the dilution. If it dropped from 1,200 to 120, you know, that's a lot of dilution. So it's going to take a lot of money, especially once we see this thing open, to move that thing like it used to. You know, it used to just be boom, boom, boom. You know, there was a lot of shares that were being taken up, but now there's new supply in the market. So you got to kind of give it some time to figure itself out, especially on a Monday morning, like coming in and this thing's looking crazy. Let's see. Crowd coming on down to 369s, but LUV, I am a little bit interested in that one because of those little sprinkles of good news. So I will be watching that one. We'll see how it does on the ATRs and everything. Has only 83% at 83 cents in its ATR, so not a huge ATR. So I probably have to play it smaller if it is going to be something that I play today. But you know, I really like to see small caps, but just not on Mondays. Mondays are crazy. I want to see something with a little bit more stability on Monday. I remember when I was first starting off trading, I would come in on Mondays and I would be like, okay, I'll be trying to be like, okay, this is the day that I have to get a cushion. Get a cushion on Monday, and that mindset was like messing me up because it was like I have to get a cushion, but I didn't know all the variables that I needed to even like take money out of the market. It was like, okay, I have to get a cushion. And so I was just looking for anything, any signals. And that was when I was trading on the 1 minute, 2 minute, and I was getting cooked. Straight peanut oil cooked out of the open. I paid a lot of bills out of the open. No. A lot of people's lights were on because of me. Oh, but now, I kind of just chill out, let that open play out, set up for me, show me a good little pattern, and then jump on the ship. Telling you, those losses, man, those losses changed my life. Or they gave me the knots on my head that I needed to change, I guess. Not saying that what I was doing was wrong because people do it all the time, but what I was doing wasn't working for me. So, you know, not working for me. I was too patient in plays that I should have been not patient with, and then I was not patient in plays that I was should have been patient with. I was like, man, come on, man, this is crazy. I'm getting absolutely boiled. But Spy had a little pop up, kind of trading within this little range here. We got about 13 minutes to the open. And just watching everything. But LUV and Crowd are my top watches right now because of the good news they have. But Crowd just needs to get more volume for sure. Wonder how much Love pays on their dividend here. LUV, they pay at least $1 per year. 72 cents, almost $1. So they pay quarterly 18 cents. How long have they been doing that 18 cents? Let's see. Since 1995, started at 1 cent, 1 cent. Wow, 1 cent, below 1 cent. 1 cent, 4, 6, 10, 18. Okay, so they've only been lifting. So have they been doing, are they a dividend king? They've only been lifting 1995 to 2024. That's more than 25 years. So they may be a dividend king. Interesting. Southwest Airlines, interesting. Nvidia just walking its way down. I'd love to see the volume dry up on GameStop though today. Like after the first 15 minutes, just die. Just go. It's got almost 10 million shares traded on it. SPY has a previous bottom of this 532. So it's about 30 cents away from this previous bottom. It hit a lower one, but that was during a pre-market period. So I don't know if it'll get back down there, but on the overall charts, larger time frames, it still looks very bullish. And it'll be opening up in this green candle, so still looks pretty bullish. Let's go to war. Nvidia breaking over that 10 million mark. Volume. Two long tails from the 119 down here. Showing a little bit of buying pressure off of that. Has room. Top of the value level is the 120. So maybe a dollar move up, maybe, but I don't know. We'll have to see after the open, see how these first couple of minutes treat it. But not looking horrible for a long. GameStop, I just don't trust GameStop. It just needs to die. I'm putting video up here just in case it wants to play ball today. But I don't think it's going to be ready to with that dilution. It's a whole different equation now on the books for Nvidia. But we'll watch it. I was really expecting something to be up bigger with a little bit of news on today, though. Good news. TNA, oil, Q. All right, Nvidia. What you got for today, man? We got three that I'm mainly watching: LUV, Crowd, and Nvidia. Got 6 minutes into the open. I think I'm gonna watch Nvidia out of the open. It's got the most volume on the day, and it does follow the SPY pretty well. So the SPY starts turning around right here. If it starts turning around, it's got a value level low here. If it starts turning, I think that we'll see a little turn in Nvidia as well, but we'll see how it wants to react. The whole dollar level here is the 120 right here. 120 level. It's kind of just ranging in between here. And it's already tested that half dollar level of the 119.50 twice. So looking like a double bottom on the 15 minute. Let's jump over to the higher time frames and see what that looks like down here. So on the monthly, we're still headed up on Nvidia. This is the 4-hour chart. Oh, wow. It jumped right over the, wow. I literally just was switching over. Jumped right over the 120s there. Is the SPY turning as well? The SPY having a little jump, but it hasn't closed this candle yet. Still red on this one. But wow, Nvidia jumping up there as soon as I said something about it. All right, anyway, back over here to the higher time frames on the 4-hour. We can see it's come down here and tested this level 1, 2, 3 times. It might be even more than that. No, just 3 right here over the last couple of days. And we'll see how it holds after the open. 5 minutes left to the open. Crowd still pushing downwards as well. Love getting bought up a little bit off of these levels here. So it had a bottom, a level low of the 29.27. Trading between 29.50 to like 20.25 ish. Up 6% though. His ATR may have grown as well from the 83 because 83 was from Friday. So we'll see what the new ATR is talking about. GameStop looking like it's curling downwards. It came up, tried to get up above this $30, back over the 31s, and now is looking like it's curling back downwards, but we'll see. I pretty much have already cleaned up the I've already cleaned up the watch. I just am watching like 4 stocks right now, and I haven't seen anything else with news that is really, moving. So we shall play ball. Crowd continuing to come down back towards that 365 level that we were talking about from the higher time frames. It actually broke out of highs during pre-market. This was the highest high that it's ever had. Broke out of that, and now it's coming back towards that 365 level, which could be a nice support level. Could be. But this is Monday. Things could go very wrong. I would say wait for confirmation on that one. And then love still getting pulled back up here. But overall, in a downtrend, may just be some short-term action around the 30s just because it has all of that good news. But we'll see on that one as well. On the 4-hour, got pushed down and has held above this 29.50 quite well. Does not have a huge ATR though, so can't expect it to do too much. All right, GameStop giving up the ghost. I like that. Go ahead and take him off the list. And now I'm just watching these 3, Nvidia, Love, and Crowd. Hopefully GameStop just continues to die. But Love has the most recent news, LUV, most recent. So it's kind of my go-to, especially if it continues to get this volume like this. Big wick down here, so doesn't look horrible. But I would like it to kind of hold where it is and not go crazy yet. All right, so we're about to get an open. Less than 20 seconds now. Looking at love out of the open though. All right, so the ATR up here on love is 29.79. And yeah, I think it can get up out of there, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll give it some time. Nvidia ATR up here at the 120.98. Crowd. I'm seeing a small cap mover. How much volume? No, I don't like that. I don't even want to look at that. It's up 39%, but it's ICCH. See what this is, or why it's up. Is this an acquisition? ICCH. Why are you up 30 something percent? Mutual capital to acquire IC. That's an acquisition. I'm not messing with that. All right. So now Nvidia headed down. Come on, love. Crowd blasted up. So that's Crowd. That's one of the ones we're watching. Getting above the ATRs out of the open. And we'll see if it can hold the 370s. Big moves, though. It has a $15 ATR. And as long as it's above this, it's breaking this aftermarket high here and continue to make a new high above that. So very, very interesting. And I don't know why Love won't populate here. Okay, there we go. Love tested both sides, looking like it wants to be bullish. I'm going to see if it can break out as well. I'm more interested in Love. It's got more recent good news, so keep my eyes on that one. Hopefully it does go down first. But Crowd right now stealing the show. It's only got 1 million shares traded. It was a little bit lower volume during the during pre-market. It is popping up here on my large cap criteria. Looking for ATRs above $5. Looking for a nice percent gainer. Looking for that stream of good news. And so that's what Crowd is giving us today. But it's definitely going before my trade time for sure. Love popping up there as well, getting, or no, it has to repopulate. Love still in consolidation. That's tripping. Nvidia testing that ATR high, showing a little bit of resistance up there, but has not closed that candle yet. And I should, since I've already cleaned up the list, I'm going to go ahead and put out the daily ATR so I can see those as well. Love is quite a bit away from the daily ATR, which is the 122. Up, oh, my bad. Okay, so daily ATR, it's got all the way up here to the 122.66. That's a lot of work to do on NVIDIA. And then the full ATR is the 124.79. I don't know if it can hit all that. That's quite a bit away. We look over here on the 15-minute. This is where it has to get to just to even start to try to get to some ATRs, the daily ATRs. I like it when the daily ATRs and pretty much all the ATRs are kind of like similar in the same spot. So when it breaks them, it's really easy to break that next one. Let's look at our guy Love. Has those ATRs, full ATR up there at the 30.48. And then it's got one around right above the 30s. Let me move this just a little bit, activate. Just a little bit. Okay, 30.05. So we'll see if it can get up there. Probably need to mark these as ATR so I can see that. So this is on the daily ATR. Daily. High. We'll change that color to green. And I mean, it's $30. I put 30.05 just to be exact with the calculation, but you know, it's $30. It's just a zone. And then the full ATR is up here. Full ATR based on day. Oops. Full ATR based on daily. We'll make that one green as well. Okay, so we got those two in there. Now looking at Love, now these ATRs are looking a little bit more reachable, right? $30, 30.48. But we also still have to remember that the ATR on Love is 91 cents. So the chance that it moves really, really fast and really, really big is, it may not. I don't know. But we're just going to wait, let it consolidate. It has some pretty good news on the day. Looking out here on the monthly chart, we can see exactly what it's doing. It actually worked this way above this previous down. Oh my gosh, it's going up. Okay, so it's already going towards the first ATR, which is the 30 dollars right there. Crowd, gee whiz, crowd is on a rampage as well. 2 million shares. So the stocks that we're pretty much watching are the ones that are going, which makes sense. That means that my scanners are doing what they need to do, right? Um, but yeah, gonna keep on looking. Nvidia not really doing much because of that dilution, probably. So we're only watching pretty much two of them. Love and Crowd are my interests on the day. But Crowd, boy, I mean not Crowd, Love, getting up there to that ATR pretty much within the first 15 minutes. So we'll see if it can come down, hold this 15 minute, and then go ahead and break over this 30 is what I'm looking for on today. And basically, how I play this is I trust the ATRs until I can't. So this one that it passed is the 15 minute, and then this is the daily, the strongest one on the day. So I want to see it hold around this 15 for a while. And of course, I wait the first 30 minutes. So all of this doesn't really affect me. It dipping back in here and all that. All it needs to do is just reclaim this 15 minute at the 29.83s. Start holding around there, and then I'll be looking for the movement higher. So that will be the play. As for Crowd, that one, I don't know what I want to do on that one. It does not have the most recent news. It's had some good news though, and it is on a strong trend upward, but I don't know about that one. I'm more confident in Love, to be honest. And I probably should mark this 29 as an ATR as well. So I edit ATR high. I should put ATR high 15 minute. 15 minute. And then I can do, oh, I should have changed the color to 15 minutes. And then color is green. And then we got the other one, ATR daily. Okay. Let me go ahead and put up these 4 hours as well. 4 hour. So it's just holding around here, giving it the first 30 minutes just to see if it can hold this level. That's all I really want to see. It's got the news catalyst, got all of that behind it. So I'm thinking it can just march its little sweet way up with 6 million shares traded on it. We got another large cap popping up here, but it is not, the volume is not great. VRT, the volume, it just needs more volume. I'm not trusting that. Carvana coming up as well, but all of these are lower volume. So in comparison to Crowd and Love, they just don't really compare. Holding in here. Just holding right below this level. This candle has about 6 minutes to close on the 15, and I won't be trading it until the first 30 minutes of the market is done. So giving it time to reclaim these levels here at the 29.85 before it move higher. And let's say it does open up the next candle and just crashes out. Well, I missed that crash out. And usually if there is a crash out, it could be a liquidity grab where we see it crash and then just jump right back up here and ready to go higher. So as of now, it is still showing a lot of strength around this ATR on the 15 minute. Jump over to Crowd. Crowd still up there in the clouds. Good morning, Lori Lee. Good morning, everybody that is tuning in as well. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. So basically, Monday mornings, usually for small caps, is just observation day. But I have seen that for the large caps, I do pretty good on Mondays with the large caps. So I'm just kind of looking around, finding levels that I can play off of. And then once I'm in the trade, I institute the system that I use based on the ATR to trail stop until I get stopped out. Two favorites for today was LUV. They have some pretty good catalyst stream, just a nice little stream of good catalysts. So I was kind of looking to play them, and then also Crowd is the other one that I was kind of watching. So we'll see what happens on both of those. Let's go and see some of these other ones though that are coming up the list. CEG, VST, but these are all, they just all need more volume. That's it. Let's see if they have any catalysts over here. I'm going to drag some of these over. CEG, VST, VS, or ZS, ZRT, and Carvana. Let's go and check these catalysts to make sure we're not missing stuff. Jump over here. All right, starting with VRT. Any catalysts on the day? Or a stream of catalysts from the previous weeks. All right, Veritiv declares quarterly dividend, and then data security and spending skyrocket amid AI boom. Veritiv issues 2023 responsible business report. Leaders, customers. Okay, are y'all getting any partnerships or anything? AI reference design portfolio, upcoming conferences. Okay, I'm just not in love with that. I kind of want to see some things more recent. So not in love with that. What is this? VRT. I'm gonna go ahead and kick that one out. Let's go to VST. VST. Vistra announces plans to add up to 2,000 MW of gas field dispatchable power in ERCOT. That was in May 30th. Energy announces recipients, or TXU Energy announces recipients of 2024 Energy Leadership Awards. Okay, I see why these have lower volume. I see why these have lower volume. Absolutely. Not going to mess with that one. They'll have to come up and play ball if they want to play with me. Carvana, CBNA. Love coming on back up, but still has about 15 minutes until I'm ready to trade it. All right, press releases for Carvana. Carvana provides updates on operating plan and capital structure at Growth Conference. Okay, Carvana to present. Carvana announces investor tour, anniversary, legality. Okay, so that's why that one has lower volume today. All right, ZS. Zscaler to host innovations briefing. Zscaler to launch technology modernization and renewable energy initiatives. Data protection platform. Okay. Yeah, the ones that have lower volume, it's a reason. It's a reason that people aren't just all over them. CEG is the next one. Constellation Energy reports first quarter 2024 results. That was in May, on May 9th, almost a month ago. They did declare a dividend. Seeks a license to operate in operate Dresden Clean Energy Center for an additional 20 years. Now, looking at the larger time frames, you can kind of see where people would be trying to get in around like the 200s and things. But we're looking for a day trade. We're looking for something that is going to give us a nice movement out. And so far, this looks like it's already in a downtrend. And the probability that it pops out of here is just so low. It's just like, I don't think it's got the gas to go, especially with the news that it has. All right, so back to the two that I was at first. So that was all of the ones from the large cap scanner. Not seeing any greats. Oh my goodness, that thing's $1,400. I'm probably not messing with that one today, but that ATR is $39.78. That is a huge ATR. $39 is the average daily movement. That's crazy. It moved from this morning over here on the hour chart, moved from 1400 all the way up to 1440 just in the first hour. First hour is up that much. That's insane. So looking over here on the main, actually I was showing y'all the wrong one. Looking over here, this is the hour chart that I was just saying. But man, with a $39 ATR, that's look at that. From 14 all the way up, but it's lower volume, so blah blah blah. Don't really care about that one. All right, so back over to love, holding these levels now. I like that. And just kind of looking for it to just hold these levels, ATR to ATR, and then it has a big old gap in here until that full ATR up there. So I want to see it kind of just hold these levels for a little bit and give me an entry in like a couple minutes. First 30 minutes got to pass. And I am still collecting data on this. I don't have many large cap trades, but I'm using the same strategy that I use for small caps in the large caps, which it's been working. So, but I don't have like a sample size of like 100 trades or something like that. So I kind of play these, smaller so I don't blow myself up. All right. Donnell says he's got KWE. Let's go look at that one. KWE. Oh, we still got some time on the board. KWE. Gee whiz. Entered 500 shares at 98 cents. Could not break and hold. You exited at $1. Yeah. Yeah. Those are, and it's halted down. So you just you just dodged a earth-shaking bullet. Love holding these levels though. I'm liking love. Liking love. It just needs to continue to just hold this level. If it can give us one more red and just hold above maybe the 29.75s, I'll be okay with that. I like that. But I just want to kind of get it before it goes to 30, but it seems like it may go before the end of this candle. If it does, I'll just wait for a pullback because these two ATRs are kind of tight. And it can get up here probably kind of easy up to the 30s, especially being only 7 cents away. So I'm just giving it time. Giving it time, not rushing anything. I do see some low floats now, though. MLGO up here has broken over $5. It is up 36%. 36%. Let me go and look up this one. MLGO. Does it have news on the day? It was not out in the pre-market, or maybe, oh. Let me go back. It was not out in the pre-market. Let's try a different route. Micro algo. I think we've seen this before. Why isn't it showing up? MLGO, or maybe it's just, no, I'm connected to the internet. I wouldn't even be streaming if I wasn't. Something's gonna pull it up. Okay, let's go to news. I don't know why it won't pull that up, but that's crazy. It'll pull this up though. All right. MicroAlgo announced to jointly establish micro. We already seen this. This is news from 6 days ago, so we already seen that. That's not really recent news. So yeah, back over to love. What is KKR? What is that up here? KKR. What is KKR? KKR and Company. They are. Oh, this was one of the ones I saw on CrowdStrike's news as well. KKR and GoDaddy set to join the S&P 500. KKR is to acquire majority ownership of Agaloft. I don't know what Agaloft is, but they're buying it. So, but yeah, acquisitions and all that stuff just not really giving me the warm fuzzies. Anyway, looks like love is gonna go to 30 before I'm in there. Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of crowd. Okay, keep crowd and love. So we're holding up this 15 ATR. And yeah. Ugh. But this is one of the things waiting the first 30 minutes. It's like sometimes this happens. I just wait for a pullback. Pull back to that level. And sometimes we get a nice little liquidity grab down here. The point of control is still at the 2961s. It was a small breakout there. I would love to see it get punched in the mouth and come back down here though. Real quick. Jumping up there just a little bit more, man. Come on. Get punched in the mouth. Get punched. Well, it's punching up. Test it. So we got a full test of 2 ATRs. Now I just want to see it hold these levels, especially the 2980. Just even if it does come back down here and test the 2980, hold this level. Hold out of this and then grind higher. But that is a whole dollar test right there, and it's coming back down. We got 8 minutes until the close of this 15-minute candle. You know, a lot of people, they see me trading 15 minutes. They're like, it just takes too much patience. I'm like, yeah, but the signals, when they're there though, and it goes, it's beautiful. So that's what I'm waiting on. First time it's touching 30 during intraday, so we want to see the sentiment of the shorts at a whole dollar level. Can we get some shorts kind of trapped in there from that 30? So 30 level is getting hit and getting tested multiple times. I would love to see a pullback, man. Love it. Nice, nice, nice. Mm-hmm. Getting punched in the mouth from that whole dollar level. That's what I'm talking about, shorts. Yes, sir. Punch him in the mouth. Yes, sir. How far will you go for a liquidity grab? It kind of stopped on that ATR, that 15-minute ATR right there, 29.85. Can we get some more punched in the mouth? And now it is closing below the ATR. So that would cause me to have to wait for it to break back above that ATR if it closes this below. Let's see. Oh yeah, punched in the mouth hard here. Oh yes, oh yes. Let's see how far it's gonna drop. 29.75's coming up. Now it's testing the actual ATR right here, 29.72. The full ATR was right here, the 29.84s, and it's just trading in between these two. The point of control is still at 29.61, and we gotta kind of see now because it's re-entering what I would consider consolidation territory. It would need to get back above this 29.85 to be tradable. And it's working its way. Let's see where it's going to close. 5 minutes left. Getting bought up there. Back to that ATR. The full ATR there. Interesting. Looking like it wants to go back green a little bit into this close, but I wait for candles to close so we can get the full truth of the matter. And now it's going to be closing above that ATR. All right. All right. We're looking nice here. Looking nice. Got punched in the mouth at the 30. Came back down to the 15-minute ATR, which is pretty much the last one that I watched for. I'm not really worried about the 5-minute or anything like that. And this kind of still has not closed yet. Still playing around this heavy. So will they need to do a liquidity grab before it goes higher is the question. Because they got a lot of people trapped around these ATRs. And what I mean by liquidity grab is basically they can see the orders that are on the books. And liquidity grab is either a sell off or a pump up to those areas to grab the supply that's in that area or the demand that's in that area, and then they'll bounce back up. So I'm wondering how that's going to go. We see the value level creeping up as well. Value level is from 29.58 up to 30.15. And it's just continuing to trade here towards the upside above that ATR. Really close to it. I really don't know how much I want to trust that. Really close to it, not showing aggressive nature away from it. So I don't know. We'll see. Now it is showing some aggressive nature up to the 30s again. Three minutes left on this candle. It continues to show us reds. Crowd, what did you end up doing? Crowd kind of doing a similar move. Let's look at the SPY. Is the SPY going up or down? SPY tested down, was not able to quite get that low, and it's coming back up. So the love follows the SPY a bit. So I wonder, is the SPY going to cause love to give us some green? I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on the SPY here. Especially if it can start to break over these 533.23s. That may be interesting for love today. Two minutes left until the close of this candle. So far we see a pattern where it was going into a down, or it was descending, and it popped back up really quick in the aftermarket, consolidated, popped back up, descended. This was a little pop back up. So I'm wondering how much of a pullback will it give here, if any. Looking for a signal up top to see if it can hold above this 29.73 here, this last ATR right here. But it's looking good though. Looking to break over that 30, but it's still green, so I'm liking it. See if we can get a little pullback entry or whatnot off of this one. Let's see where it can go on the day. Closing this candle in a few seconds. Okay, closing up higher, giving a little dip down, 29.90s. How far is that dip gonna go? Can you give me a little bit more? 87s. 84s, 85s, 84s. There's a little bit of a breakdown. There's a liquidity grab right there. Giving it a second. Down to the 70s. It's kind of just opened up, so giving it a second. Can it get back above this ATR 2985s? Reaching down and touching that last ATR right there, 2973s. 70s. It's going to continue to break down. It is. Broke that ATR, has not closed this candle yet. So now it's forming some resistance levels up here at the ATRs and continue to push down. Let's go back over to CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike did end up holding over the ATRs. I'm not all the way out of love, but yeah, that one definitely gave a little move down, but CrowdStrike is holding above. It's already kind of made that move. Had this big topping tail and is just crawling back up. All right, point of control pulling back into these levels. Kind of want to see it back over the 2975s there would be dope. Almost 10 million shares traded on this one as well, on love. Touching 2950s. Candle not even close to closing. Well, that one did not follow the plan. Broke down the ATRs. Maybe it'll turn around later on in the day. I'll continue to watch it, see if it gets back up here. But yeah, this drop right here. It looks like a liquidity grab, but I don't want to get into a falling position and end up down here, at 2930s. It is at the low of the value level now, though. Low of that value level and still pushing downward. That's insane. So just giving it that time. All right, well, I got to get out of here. I'm going to go and keep my eye on love and crowd and see if there's any opportunities today. If not, oh well. I'll be back on, well, not back streaming, but I'll be trading tomorrow anyway. But yeah, I'll keep my eyes open and see what happens. Love going red on the week right now, on the higher time frames, red on the daily. And this is the thing with having a lower ATR. Like its ATR is what, 93 cents, and it just fell from 29.96 all the way down to 29.40. It still got some room if it wants to go down because of that ATR. And that's a lot of momentum. I was like, maybe some shorts will get caught at the 30. And that's why I didn't really, want to be like, oh, well, this is a break of the whole dollar. Let me get in there. No, let me see some kind of pullback. This pullback here was crucifixion, basically. And so it's got to get back up above, what, 29.60s just to be even a looker for me, even to start watching it. And then crowd doing the same thing. Let's see what that SPY is doing. Is it coming up yet? SPY still looking like it wants to get up. It did test this level of the 533. So love may end up doing some type of turnaround, but I'm just not believing in it right now. Maybe in a couple candles or something like that, maybe. But right now, that was a Monday morning capital killer. That's why I wait for candles to close, man. I want to see you close. I want to see you show me some real some real conviction at these levels. Crowd coming down now. Love right at the 2950s. Into these previous levels of resistance. It may actually find a bounce here, looking at what the SPY is doing. But the SPY is still in this downtrend, so I really don't know if it's going to be able to get all the way back up here to the 533s. It is looking like it's trying to enter the ATRs up here, 533.30s, but got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do. MLGO crashed out as well. It was up real quick, no catalyst, and so yeah, not too interested in that one. Back to 15% already. KKR still bundling up, but that was on the acquisition news and things like that. I'm not too into that, so interesting. Love pulling back over these 2953s. Can it reclaim the 2960s though? Maybe even the 2975s would be a spot that I'll be watching, but as of now, it's gonna have to get back up there. It's gonna have to get back up there. Let me change this color. But I keep my eyes open. Anyway, I'm about to jump and get to a meeting. Still watching it though. It's got plenty of tails, but it is one that I'm watching for today. 10 million shares traded on it. One of the few that's reached 10 million. Nvidia's also reached 10 million, but it's not really going up either. So yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will update you guys if I take any trades in the Discord or on YouTube, the community channel. But if you want to join the Discord, that's the quickest way to reach me or contact me or talk to me or anything like that. Yeah, and keep my eyes open for the setup. Of course, this is Monday morning, so drops are to be expected, but the drops do not have to be continuous. So we'll see. Maybe I'll end the day well within the green. I was going to play it kind of small, but this isn't the setup that I look for. I'm looking for something to hold those ATR highs to go higher, and it just did not do that. So, oh well. Follow the rules. Keep the strat intact and not go off my emotions. So yeah. Anyway, it is coming on up. If you're going to continue to trade, definitely keep your head on a swivel. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. This Wednesday, I will be out. I'll be out on a site doing some work. I'll be streaming back on Friday, so I'll give y'all updates beginning of the week, end of the week, let y'all know where I'm at. Hopefully we get some small caps, because small caps is still where I make the majority of my money. Mid caps and large caps, I kind of just am getting data in there, but I mean, I've been winning, but you know, it's been on low share size, so it's not really like the small caps. It's not like taking 1,000 shares or something like that and being instantly up. But yeah, that's it for today. And as always, enjoy your week. Remember that this is the beginning of the week. If you can get a cushion, get a cushion. If you can't today, you know, you got 4 more days of the week to gauge the market and see what's out there. But yeah, that is it for me. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.